The other day I posted on stories our experience in a final walkthrough when we discovered that the water heater was totally leaking and compromised during a final walkthrough. Now, the purpose of a final walkthrough is to verify that repairs that were agreed to have been done to the buyer's satisfaction, and also to make sure that the condition of the home has not changed since when the contract was negotiated. So in this case, we had been out to the property the day before, and we had noted and immediately contacted the listing agent to notify them that water was rusty colored. So that seemed to be an indication that maybe something was up with the water heater. The seller did take immediate action. They tried to remedy the situation. They drained the water heater, refilled it. They were thinking there was some sort of like corrosion or rust on the inside and that could be addressed. But then when we came to the final walkthrough, that's when we discovered water in the driveway. And then when we got into the garage, everything was completely flooded. So I did get questions as to how we address that issue, considering that, as most people know, that walkthrough is generally held at the last minute before the closing. In this case, we use some of our standard realtor forms and language, and we allowed the transaction to close so that the buyer could, initiate their move and the seller could be paid their proceeds. However, we used a holdback function where we held back reserve funds to address the water heater in the event that the seller did not cure the issue within a few days. So with that in mind, everybody was protected. The seller still had the ability to cure the issue within 3 days and receive this holdback money. But if that wasn't done to the buyer's satisfaction, the holdback money could have been used by the buyer to remedy the problem and replace the water heater themselves. It all worked out. These transactions can be complicated. Houses have lots of moving parts, and sometimes things break at the last minute. But just know that, in good, capable hands, we have means to address problems that works out for everybody involved.